native land.
That's what it is. I'm actually Canadian.
Countrymen, we stand on... Nope, definitely not right.
Now, for our feature presentation.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of How About This Movie. On today's episode, we will be discussing the 2014. It's really hard to tell with my notes there. 2014 film.
Looks like you wrote 2034.
Yeah,
Or like
20,134.
Yeah, 20,134. In the year 20,134, Birdman
Was released. And that's what we're going to talk about today.
Yep.
Tyson. Who was in this movie?
Well, the director.
Oh, and who directed it?
Alejandro G. Iñárritu. He also did Revenant and a bunch of other Spanish language films that I can't pronounce the title of.
So you're not going to try to?
No.
Smart.
The only reason I know how to pronounce Iñárritu is because they had a pronunciation thing on his IMDb. This stars Michael Keaton as the titular character.
Birdman?
Well, he was formerly Birdman. He's, washed up actor.
The artist formerly known as Birdman?
Yes. Michael Keaton, of course, was in Beetlejuice and Batman Returns.
Spider-Man Homecoming.
Spider-Man.
Nope.
He was Homecoming.
Yep.
Yeah, he's the Vulture in Homecoming.
Mm.
It also has Emma Stone in it, who we just did a review of Double Tap.
The Zombielands.
Yeah, she's in the Zombielands. She's also in Easy A and
The Help.
La La Land.
La La Land.
Crazy Stupid Love.
Mm-hmm. Edward Norton's in this. Fight Club.
The
American
Hulk.
History X. The Hulk.
Don't let your kids watch American History X.
No, that is an adult movie for sure.
That scene where he curb stomps that kid.
Sticks with you?
Difficult to digest.
He plays a skinhead in American History X, and he's a violent skinhead. I also had Zach Galifianakis, who was in the Hangover movies, and also he does Between Two Ferns, which is hilarious. And then Andrea Riseborough, who was in Oblivion and The Grudge, the remake of the American remake of the Japanese horror movie.
There was a remake of the American remake?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is it recent?
It was pretty recent. I think it was like 2017, 2018, something like that.
Huh. I don't know that. Did you know that?
Uh-uh. So the plot of the movie is
Professional.
he was a Birdman once and is no longer.
What do you mean by a Birdman? Like he was
he was
Rick and Morty, a bird person?
No,
Yeah.
he was a superhero named Birdman.
Oh.
Who had bird powers.
Such as flight. And
A hunger for
think-
seeds that never
yes.
ceased.
I think he had laser eyes, maybe. I don't remember.
Some telekinesis powers?
Yeah, telekinesis powers. He had telekinesis powers. That one's for sure. That was prominent throughout
Both
the film.
in real life, but mostly movies?
I
Was it a
believe-
TV show or was it movies?
I think
it was movies, yeah.
Okay. So he was in the Birdman movies and is no longer the Birdman and no longer has the superpowers, or does he?
Or did he ever?
It leaves
Or
it
does he
pretty ambiguous.
It does, which I liked.
Yeah, even the end scene.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
What is Michael Keaton's character's name?
This
This is bad. This is embarrassing.
Johnny Utah.
Nope, that's not right.
Oh, well,
That's fine.
Nick Tahoe.
Nope, that's still wrong.
John Everyman.
Nope, still wrong. Wrong.
Emma Stone's dead.
Wrong.
Emma Stone's dead. Adrian Brody.
Nope, still wrong. Quick, 1, 2, 3, all at the same time. 1,
Mighty
2, 3.
Mouse.
Riggin. That's right.
Yeah,
Riggin.
Riggin.
Got it.
Yep, we nailed it. Good job, team.
Got it.
Riggin what?
Riggin.
It was just Riggin.
I think there is a second or a first name there, but IMDb just has him credited or has his cast as Riggin. So
Okay.
Riggin is a former movie star who is attempting to reignite his career by adapting a story from a famous
Book.
book into
A Broadway play.
a Broadway play.
Yep.
That is the overarching story.
Yeah, the movie goes like most of the movies during the previews that they're holding of the final script.
Yeah. The test showings, and then the very end of the movie is the opening night, or is it the last screener?
I think
It's
it might be the
opening
last
night.
screener.
Is it last screener?
I think it's the last screener.
And it's just kind of him dealing with the pressure of that
The pressure of that,
and everything else in his outside life.
the taking on a new lead actor who's questionable, and dealing with his daughter that just came out of rehab, and not having enough money to cover the play, and wanting to take out a second mortgage, or a first mortgage on a house. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff all at once, it seems.
He seems to me as a character that's going through a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
And his coping mechanism is Birdman. Bird person. What up, bird person? Like Rick and Morty.
Well, beloved Dub Dub.
I think that was basically it.
Yeah.
For the
Well,
plot.
so in the movie, he was a superhero, but they kind of implied that he might still have powers, or that he's crazy and thinks he still has powers.
Yeah.
Because he never uses his powers when anybody else is around.
Yeah.
And the one time that he was like using his powers and somebody walked in, like when he was just completely destroying his dressing room,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think it was like Zach Galifianakis'
Yeah,
character
Jake.
walks in, and he's just like throwing shit, whereas like
Before
moments
he was
before
just
he
like,
was
pulling stuff out the wall.
telekinesising shit.
Yeah.
The other...
That's totally a verb, right?
Yeah.
Telekinesising.
To telekinesis.
Mm.
The other big hint is when he's supposedly flying through the city, and then when he arrives at his destination, a cab pulls up, and I believe he gets out of the cab, but
No,
if
the
not,
cabbie
he's definitely
runs
chased
after
down
The
by the
cabbie
cabbie.
runs after
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
So those are the two big signs that he probably does not actually have.
But
powers.
in credit to the director, they don't show him confronting Riggin
Yeah.
inside of the
No. Because he can't,
theater.
he's not able to even get into the theater. So you just see him chasing someone into the theater.
Yeah.
But also, I don't think anyone else went into the theater. But still, it's
Right.
still vague.
It is big.
And also, he jumps off the top of a building, and then flies around for a while, and then shows up at his destination, and the cab pulls up. So they do leave it very vague, which I like. He doesn't have special powers. He doesn't have super abilities.
At least that's what they want you to think.
Well, that's what I think. But there's no definitive, no, he's a normal guy. There's none of that is definitive.
Is this movie the story of a man trying to cope with aging, being an aging actor, or is it actually a superhero origin story?
Would it be an origin, or would
Yes.
it be the final
It would be an
story?
origin story.
The origin of his end, obviously.
Another credit to the director. I think we were like 10, 15 minutes into the movie, and I was like, I have not seen a cut yet.
Yeah, the director actually said he wanted this to look like it was just one continuous shot, so he did like a lot of sneaky cuts and edits and stuff like that.
There were some obvious cuts later on in the movie, but it's very, very strong in the very first part of the film, where it has that continual flow. But then later on, there are obvious like cuts to different scenes and stuff.
Yeah, it got pretty fun trying to find where they could have put like
Hidden cuts.
a hidden cut. Yeah,
I was absolutely obsessed with the way the movie was filmed to look like one shot.
I gotta
Mostly,
say that's
but one
the shining gem of this movie was the cinematography.
Yeah.
Was pretty goddamn top notch.
Yeah, that was absolutely my favorite part of it. I've been telling people that this is probably my current favorite movie, and it's not like it's amazing. I just am obsessed with it. I want to watch it again and again just because I'm obsessed with the movie.
Yeah, it's really fun to watch.
Yeah, it's manic and crazy, and its cinematography is awesome, And for whatever reason, it just clicks in my brain and it's perfect.
It's a fun movie.
It is a fun movie.
I mean, it's
fun
definitely
movie
manic.
T-shirts, 2021.
We're gonna get them. Fun movie
For us.
T-shirts
Yeah.
for us. If you guys want them, you have to pay.
Just text me.
Pay in
Or text me,
views
I'm
and
lonely.
subscriptions.
And money.
And money.
Shirts
we
and
might
food.
do a giveaway.
I would do a giveaway.
I would do a giveaway.
To upload another picture of this movie.
It's okay.
Just because there's so much time between these. Or it's either like the same night or like weeks apart.
Well, we're supposed to upload while we're watching anyway, and we never do. Well, not never do, but we forget to a lot. But with this movie, it was easy to forget because it was so good.
Yeah, it was definitely... it pulls you in and you watch through the whole thing. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was completely enthralled with this movie. Did you? I assume you guys noticed though that every time they showed a scene from the play, like it's the same scenes. They only show 1 or 2 scenes from the play, 2 or 3 scenes from the play, but they're always different.
There were similar parts to it because there was that kitchen scene where they're all like speaking around the table.
Yeah.
Just like continuously.
Yeah.
And then there's a monologue at the end, and then there's a bedroom scene.
Yeah. Those are the 2 scenes they show.
But like the beginning of the speaking around the table is always the same.
Yeah. But then how Riggins' character acts in the scene is always different. But it's only Riggins that's ever changing. Like, the other 2 characters in the bedroom scene and then the other 3 characters in the table scene are all basically the same from the time that Edward Norton's character enters the play. But Reagan is completely evolving the scene every time, and it's just like a completely different story by the end. At least in those 2 scenes, because we don't see the whole play.
Yep.
It'd be kind of weird to see the whole play.
Yeah,
It would make the movie a lot longer.
A movie about a play, or
Yeah.
It's a movie about a man writing a play. Or
By
trying to write a play.
attempting to try to make
a successful Broadway play
with
out of a book that he read as a child.
Play reviewer just shitting on his whole life.
And I don't even know how to read.
She was not gonna give him a chance.
No. Carly, will you ask Tyson what the budget of this movie was, please?
Hey Tyson, what was the budget of the movie?
Thanks.
Well, Tyson, 18 million was the budget.
Yeah.
And the opening weekend statistics may seem like super low before you hear that it was a limited opening weekend release. It was only like a few theaters that actually had it. So it only made $424,000 on its opening weekend.
Ooh.
However, over its lifetime, its total gross was $103 million.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's like 10 times.
Yeah, it made money.
Almost.
Yeah.
Time for the sequel. I don't know
Birdman
what
2.
What Electric
The
Boogaloo.
Birdman.
What?
The Birdman.
Son of Birdman.
Birdman 2.
Electric Birdgaloo.
There you go.
Y'all ready for continuity here?
Yeah. Me too. Oh, yeah, I'll do it.
Sexy.
Back off. Carly, what was your favorite scene in this movie? You were done with budget, right? Because you just put your phone away. Carly, what was your favorite scene in this movie?
I think the balcony scenes with Emma Stone. Because she's like, you're seeing her struggle and him just like being a mess. Edward Norton?
Yeah,
right?
Edward.
He's just a complete mess, and they're like kind of hitting it off, but then he's just like fucked up. Yeah.
Because he can't get a boner.
Unless he's on stage.
Oh.
What about you?
Tyson, what was your favorite scene in this movie?
I thought the funniest scene was probably the one where he got locked out of the studio in his underwear accidentally. That was pretty funny. And then he had to go all the way around to the front of the building.
Then it was all over the news, and then it was getting more hype for his play.
Yeah. I thought that was a pretty funny scene. I'd say that one was probably my favorite.
I liked like right at the beginning when he's doing the rehearsal with the original actor before he gets replaced by Edward Norton.
Mm.
And they're sitting around the table doing the table read, and the guy's being all needy, like, I can do it better, I can do it better. And then he takes the fucking lighting rig to the top of his head.
Yeah.
Like,
just out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. And then they're like walking away, he's like, yeah, I did that. That was my fault, I did that. And his lawyer's like, what are you talking about? That one, definitely up there. But also the part, because through the whole movie, the camera's pretty much shooting someone.
Yeah.
And then there's the part where, I believe it's following Regan. And it gets to the hallway, and then Regan goes through a door, but the camera doesn't follow through the door. And it just sits there until it picks up another person and goes with that person. I think that's my favorite scene.
Just because of cinematography?
Yeah.
Mm.
But also, that dude getting domed out of nowhere is freaking hilarious. I was like, oh, fuck!
Yeah, the cinematographer is very much like, oh, I'm a person watching this unfold in front of me.
Yeah.
Type of angles and shit like that. I thought it was pretty good.
Tyson, what would you score this movie and would you recommend it?
This is a good 7.5, 8 out of 10. Based mostly on the cinematography. The acting was brilliant because all the actors in the movie are great actors.
Mm-hmm.
The writing was good. Is kind of the type of movie that I like, where it's kind of like, oh, dude's kind of losing his mind, but it's also comedic.
Yeah.
You know.
Very specific type of writing.
The story was probably the weakest point for me, though I think it worked well for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would recommend this for people who like movies that are cinematography heavy, have good acting, have a well-written script, and have, just it's a good movie. Yeah, it's fun to watch.
It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, 7.5. I'll say 7.75.
There you go. 7 3/4 out of 10.
Yeah. It wasn't my favorite movie, but it definitely wasn't a bad movie. It was a good movie.
Currently.
I'm in the same vein, but a little bit lower. I'd probably be like 6.5 to 7. I thought the cinematography was really nice, but like I got really uncomfortable with the storyline when he started having like army flashbacks in the middle of the city, and there's like helicopters everywhere and explosions, and then he just like jumped off a building. Like, it's impactful, but it just made me kind of uncomfortable to watch. So.
And see, I think that's part of what I liked about it was the feeling of uneasiness, but I get that.
Yeah. So it's a really good movie, but I probably wouldn't pick it up over something else.
I think this is my favorite movie we've done for the podcast.
We did a favorite movies round.
Yeah, I don't mean that it's my favorite movie. I think it's my favorite movie we've done for the podcast. The movie that I've most enjoyed watching and then talking about. I think this is my favorite movie. I also think this is going to be the one we're most split on because I'm going to give it a 9. I'm absolutely obsessed with this movie. I think the story's good. I think it's incredible to watch. It's a mind-bending enough to where you feel that discomfort and that weirdness, but not like Vanilla Sky, where you're unsure of who he's sexually assaulting and beating. And then murdering. Am I the only one that's seen Vanilla Sky?
It's been a while since I've seen Vanilla Sky, but I've
never seen it.
Yeah, it's a horrible, scary, awful... Don't let children watch movies. Don't. I watched Vanilla Sky as a child. Don't let children watch movies.
I watched a Serbian film, like, when it came out.
Yeah. That
was just a terrible movie.
That was bad. Everything about that was bad.
Mm.
But yeah, 9 out of 10, and I definitely recommend this movie. I think it's by far my favorite movie we've done for the podcast. And I'm obsessed with it. I could watch it again right now. It is a little long.
Quite long.
So that's the hardest.
2.5
That's the
hours.
hardest part about it, is finding the time to watch it. But I absolutely recommend it.
At the end, the very last scene when he jumps out the hospital window, spoiler alert. And then Emma Stone goes out and she's like, oh, where's my dad? And then she looks up and starts smiling and shit. That is like a good a good like ambiguity scene. Like, does he actually have powers? Does he actually not have powers? Because you got to remember, she was an addict. Is an addict. She
fresh out of rehab, but has been using at least marijuana since.
Yeah, she could have been on some sort of drug,
coping with
the fact that her father just tried to commit suicide on stage,
and then
jumped out of a window. You know, that's just her subconscious being like, nope, nothing bad happened here.
Yeah,
you know. But still, it could also be that he actually had superpowers.
It could be that he is in fact Birdman.
Yeah.
The man of birds. It's him and Mike Tyson.
Fun facts. We got some facts and they're fun.
Fun facts.
They're facts and they're fun.
Yeah. Fun facts.
Hit us with them fun facts.
Hit him with the fun
Hit him
facts.
with it.
Due to the fact that it was all filmed in order.
Doo-doo.
No, I only said do.
I said doo-doo.
I said do too.
Doo.
You're right, you got me. Due to the fact that it was all filmed in order, it only took about 2 weeks to edit because there was very little
to like cut and paste.
Yeah. 16 visible cuts in the whole film. Other hidden cuts and sneaky cuts, but 16 visible cuts.
It's pretty impressive for like a 2.5 hour movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Usually one conversation will have that many, just going back and forth between the actors, and then a wide shot, and then going back and forth to like expression, reaction, expression, wide shot.
Oh, I thought we were going to start a musical. Expression, reaction, expression, reaction.
Once you express for life.
Then we go on tour on trains. It'll be the Express.
Yep.
Yeah. We get the DVD to people super fast, so it's the Express.
Will we only ship through Federal Express?
Yes. So it's Federal Express. It's Express.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we'll ship it Federal Express. So it'll be Federal Express.
Yeah. Coming out June 2024.
And then we'll serve a special coffee.
And it'll be
Espresso.
No.
I love that waveform. That moment, everything became chaotic.
On a similar vein to it being shot in order, the script was actually very short because there wasn't a lot of fat that they could trim out of it in the middle or at the ends because of the way they were filming the movie. So the script was also very short and very to the point. It was originally turned down by the Toronto Film Festival. Mistake. I would have gone to Toronto to watch this movie. That's not true. I'm a poor person.
We can't even go to the film festival in our own state.
It's true. This one was kind of dumb, but it's one of 5 Emma Stone credits where the title of the movie contains the word man. So, Birdman, Paperman, Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, and Irrational Man.
Also Zombie Man and Zombie Man 2.
That's land.
Double Man.
That's land.
Oh. Is it not man?
No, it's land with an L.
So the movie Man of the Dead is actually Land of the Dead?
No, that's Man of the Dead.
What about Easy a Man?
No, it's just Easy A.
Oh.
Easy E?
Yeah.
From NWA?
Coming straight out of gun!
Copyright strike.
And it's the first Best Picture with an X in the title, because if you remember, the full title is
The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance.
Yeah, Birdman and the Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance. Or Birdman or The Unexpected Virtue, not and.
Subtitle.
Yeah.
It's a long subtitle, so I put the parentheses way far.
Yeah, smart.
It's like usually you just do this,
Yeah.
but Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance.
But it's the only Best Picture with an X in the title. The only Best Picture winner to have an X in the title.
X gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
You know.
That's a weird thing to notate.
Yeah, I agree. I don't make up the fun facts. I just find them.
Check out our other channel where we make up fun facts.
It's true.
That one is called Beauty Dior.
Or is it called?
Say hi to Alex.
Or is it called life tips that you should follow to the T because we know what we're talking about.
Called
we
True
have
True.
PhDs.
Yep, that's it. That's the one. It's a very long title.
Yes.
Life tips that you should follow to the T because we know what we're talking about because we have PhDs.
It's also spitting hot fire.
It is.
You
know. That's it. I think though, right? That's all I've got.
I think so. Yeah.
You know the drill. Like and subscribe. Tell us what movies we should watch next. Oh,
Or don't. We don't give a shit.
speaking of that,
Or we do give a shit. I don't know. I'm clear.
We kind of care.
we would care if anyone did comment. The one comment recommendation we got was from my cousin, and we did watch it. So we are 100% on requests.
It's true. That you know that we're dedicated. Okay. We'll do your fucking movie, even if it's shitty.
And it turned out that I really liked that movie because his request was Tombstone.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Tombstone's good.
We are going to be taking a break from the normal movie reviews, and we're going to try some actor retrospectives, answering the age-old question, are they a good actor? So that'll be what is coming up next. We're probably going to do one or two of those. It'll be a few movies and a full career breakdown. So leave a comment below of what actors as well as what movies you'd like to see us do.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it as far as Jecll. As far as how did this
Updating
get
content.
made. Take a chance.
What?
I do that every time. How about this movie?
There you go.
The much more successful movie podcast is the one that I say. But listen to ours instead, because they have mansions and stuff, and we don't.
They also have humor and production value. And
Well, I think we're funny.
And you've paid several $100s for a laptop and use an editing software that I do believe cost money. So that is production value. Anyway, I think that's it as far as
monetary value on our production.
I think that's it as far as how about this movie podcast information. Check out a couple of our other channels, Jecll Gaming, Jecll Tabletop. They're going to have new videos probably around the same time this comes up.
yeah, we'll see.
Fingers crossed. Socials, Jecll Studios, Jecll Studios. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Usually we do a shout out. We didn't for Birdman.
We haven't yet to do that this year because we are just falling behind.
But it's okay. You know, everyone's doing their best here. Am I missing something? Oh, we're also on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Up to December of last year. Or 2 years ago.
Yes. Almost none of 2019 is in it.
Yeah. Up to December 2018 of our catalog is all available on Spotify.
But we've almost been doing this for almost 2 years now.
Yeah. It's pretty fucking sweet.
Mm-hmm.
How many subscribers do we have?
120 something.
30 something.
Nice. Getting there. We're going to have 260 by fucking 2030, you guys.
Hell yeah, we will.
Yeah.
If YouTube hasn't collapsed because they treat their content creators so poorly.
That's true.
All right.
Then we'll have to upload a porn.
Bye. Oh, wait. I forgot my own outro. And as always,
shit.
60 is the new 30, motherfucker. Now we can end it. It's over. Bye.
Yeah. The Grudge.
There's a video idea. You watch a movie, I watch a movie, and she watches a movie, and we all go through the regular, the regular script
But we don't say
at
the
the same
title.
time. Oh, that's also a good video idea. I was just going to say at the same time, so it's just fucking chaos.
What if we each do a video that's based off the same base concept? Like one of us does Pocahontas, one of us does Avatar,
Ferngully.
one of us does Ferngully.
Can I switch to Dances with Wolves?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I love that idea. I'm not going to lie. I love that idea.